I want to talk about like how to get rich on Black Friday.
Coming up on the Melanin Money Show.
Convenience is a tax on the lazy, and you can charge for it.
The money got to be going somewhere.
It got to go somewhere. We always say it, get on the right side of the equation. Billions of dollars will be spent. Somebody's on the other side of it. Somebody's on the transactional side of it, and somebody's on the my bank account is going crazy right now side of it.
Bro, all of the clothing stores, they do this before Black Friday and Christmas. They increase their prices a month before the sale, just long enough for you to get used to that new price. And 70% of retail stores increase prices in October and November just so they can make sales on Black Friday and Christmas.
The only other viable alternative to not spending money on Black Friday and making money on Black Friday is investing on Black Friday, which is why we do Black Wealth Friday. Yo, what's up, family? Welcome back to another episode of the Melanin Money Show. And before we get started, let's give Carter a round of applause, y'all.
I'm not poor.
He finally grew up again and got his setup back right. Got his high quality camera, the lighting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see what you got going on over there. What's going on, bro?
No, man, yeah. I mean, you was coming with the crispy camera, and I was sitting here looking like a peasant with the computer. I'm like, oh no, we can't do this no more. So I finally got my content studio back set up right, looking good, looking clean. You know what I'm saying? Ready for this amazing episode.
Love you. See them awards, man, bro. It's a long time coming, bro. You see them awards behind me. We actually get to get these joints out. Finally, man. I'm telling you, the power of manifestation, man. Manifestation is crazy. What is the first time I told you about this show concept? Like, because it was like, I know.
It's
2020?
No, it's 2019. You looked it up. Was the first time you brought up the thought of the show. Yeah, and I was like, maybe, so bro.
We are here, man. I'm just glad that we did it at the right time. We were kind of trying to force it last year. Y'all wouldn't know this, but we had an integral part of the Black Equity Con. We spoke at two different times. We had the dopest at the time, couldn't tell us nothing, dopest vendor activation. And so we were gonna try to squeeze it in as a part of that event, but I'm glad that we decided to hold off and really do it right. So we'll be excited to do the debrief right in December. Like, hopefully you'll be there so you'll get a chance to experience it in real time. If you haven't, make sure you click the link in the show notes. Melanin Money Awards, grab your ticket. This will be the event of the year. We got the number one event planner in Atlanta curating it. And when you see it, you'll understand why. Shout out to Tori. So y'all telling y'all, this is not one of those
somewhere you don't want to be. This ain't somewhere you don't. You're going to see the clip.
You already missed an event, right? You already missed an event or two this year. Like, man, I should have been there. Don't make this one of them. Okay? Thanks. MelaninMoneyAwards.com. Go grab your ticket. It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be a vibe.
It'll be a vibe. December 9th. Let's get it. All right. Let's talk about some current events, bro. Because a lot has been happening in news, especially financial news, business news. First thing to talk about is, Kim Kardashian, right? She got this Skims, which I don't get. Like, talk about one of the best business managers in the history of the United States.
Like, we got to do a case study on Chris. Matter of fact, add that to the podcast list. We got to do a case study on the Kardashian family and Kris Jenner and the art of deal making. Like, my goodness,
bro. Kim drops. First of all, nobody still knows what she does, but she's out here. She's a figure in the space. She drops a men's line of her Skims brand and hit 25,000 orders in 5 minutes, breaking her record for the stuff she was selling to women. She sells to men in $25,000 sales made in the first 5 minutes of marketing. And then that's not it. She has the nerve to get an NBA contract and is the official partner of the NBA. My question is how?
We're going to do a case. Don't you worry. Make a mental note. We're going to do the Kardashian case study. Influence, the blueprint to turning influence into massive income, right? Like, matter of fact, that could honestly be a part of the episode we said we're going to do next week, which y'all are here. But bro, that's crazy. She got an NBA contract.
Yeah, she's the official. They're official sponsor of the NBA, and now her Skims brand is worth a reported $3.2 billion. So, yeah, there's that.
Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can say what y'all want about Kim Kardashian, but what y'all can't call her is broke. You know what I'm saying? Like you can call her what you want to call her. Just leave broke out of the description. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. Shout out to her. Carter. So he was on my ass a couple of days ago. We was up in Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, they say. And I kind of previewed the full sweatsuit for the Profit collection. He's like, yo, where am I joining? So in a matter of a week or two, sweatsuits will be on the site. See, that's what happens when you got great business partners, right? So, and the crazy thing, it's like it's he acting like he can't just like ask for it, right? It's like, yo, bro, like if you want it, all you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, but like I kind of like it's different when you premiere it and I just gotta watch you swag it out, and then I get to get it when it's done. Like niggas, hey man, where you get that from? I'm like, bro, I want them to be asking us what we get. It's all good, bro. No, I'm
gonna tell you the official process. Text Nick. Right, that's a official process. But what I told him to do, I was like, yeah, every time, even if it's a sample, just go ahead and send Carter's as well so that he can get the sample too. But yeah, so I just say shopmelaninmoney.com. We are dropping 3 colorways of sweatsuits, 2 different colorways of just crew necks. So for those of y'all who like, I don't know if I want the sweatpants, you're gonna want the sweatpants, but just in case you don't, we got a couple of crew necks only coming out. And we got some full sweatsuits and some two-tone hats, Carter, for the first time. Some two-tone Profit hats.
So like the brim gonna be one color and the top gonna be a different.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a vibe. So shop, just in time for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Shop.melaninmoney.com. But yeah, let's get into what we want to talk about today.
We was talking offline, bro, and I think this would be dope because people ask me all the time, like, Carter, when did you know that you were going to become an entrepreneur, right? What was that moment where you like knew you weren't going to work anymore? So you were sharing with me a story that I find hilarious about the day that you just said, nah, not like this, right?
I'm not like this, bro. I ain't going out like this. So yeah, so for those of y'all who are from the South, more specifically North Carolina, there's a grocery store called Harris Teeter. Okay, and when I was in high school, I was working there. I think I was a little bit of everything. I think I was mainly a bagger. Every now and then I'll hop on the cashier. And I walked in there one day, bro, and I don't know if somebody had some refried beans. I don't know what happened, but I walked in that bathroom, and when I tell you for the first time in my life, I saw human fecal matter on the wall. I'm like, the first question was, it wasn't even like discussed. The first reaction was how. I was like, how does this even happen? That was the first reaction, right? So I just turn around and walk out. Like I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't got to pee that bad. Like I don't need nothing from this bathroom that bad. So I walk out. But I'm a good employee. I'm a good team member. So I go to the customer service desk and I'm like, yeah, somebody had a bad day in the bathroom, and I just want to know what the
had a bad day in the bathroom.
A bad day in the bathroom. So I'm like, just let me know what I'll go get him, but just let me know what a janitor is so I can, let him know what's going on. And so they kind of looked at each other, two young ladies, kind of smirked a little bit. I'm like, well, shit, I want to laugh too. What we laughing at? And somebody brought the mop bucket from behind the customer service counter. I was like, oh, bet. So where you at? Where you want me to take the bucket? You found him? Did you need to page him to the front? The grocery store, you can page people. Like, y'all need to page him? Do I need to page him? And they keep looking at each other like, nah, basically, in so many uncertain terms, you're the janitor. When I tell you, I took off that little apron or whatever it was I had on. I called my mom. I said, Mom, you got to come get me. You got to come get me. I am out of here.
I'm going to get you up out of there. You don't belong in there. I'm going to get you. I'm going to do whatever it takes.
I'm going to get you out of here. I promise you, I'm going to get you out of there. You don't belong in there. I'm going to get you out.
Please send that to Donald. He has got to clip that up and add that in the clip. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. But yeah, so at that moment, that sowed the seed. I'm like, if somebody think they about to tell me to wipe some shit off the walls, listen, I got a bridge to sell. It ain't happening, Captain. So yeah, that was the first seed that let me know, yeah, I probably gonna have to work for myself.
Oh man. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I don't have a story that can beat that, so I won't even bother. But that's it. That's it for me. That's a story for both of us. Just me hearing that story. Me hearing that story affirms I would never work for somebody else again. Right? Just me hearing that story one time will affirm me never work. Yeah.
Unemployable.
Oh man. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, man. So I feel like the topic for the day, because it's as of this recording, it's early in November, and Black Friday is around the corner, right? It's peering its head. Now, speaking of back in the day when I was a shorty, bro, I remember, not even a shorty, like even in high school and college, I used to save up for Black Friday. Like not spend no money, like give me overtime, like whatever. I'm not spending no money. Like I got a list of things. I'm getting the 60-inch TV, the Xbox, getting this, boom, boom, boom. And like, yeah, bro, I would run it up on Black Friday because I'm thinking like I'm getting the best deals that there are. And I'm actually saving up money for this day. So so many people in America these days they're saving for Black Friday. They're about to spend money on Black Friday. I want to talk about like how to get rich on Black Friday, right?
Love that.
Because like there are people who are spending on Black Friday, majority of the world, but you got to take a second, think. The money got to be going somewhere.
It gotta go somewhere. We always say it, get on the right side of the equation. Like that's a perfect example, right? Yeah. Billions of dollars will be spent on Black Friday, but somebody's on the other side of it. Somebody's on the transactional side of it, and somebody's on my bank account is going crazy right now side of it, right? Mm-hmm. The only other viable alternative to not spending money on Black Friday and making money on Black Friday is investing on Black Friday, which is why we do Black Wealth Friday, right? Mm-hmm. You'll hear more about that probably in the coming weeks, but blackwealthfriday.com, I think it's the site. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so every single Black Friday, we turn the largest consumer spending day of the year into the largest wealth creation day of the year. So here's what we're going to give you 2 for 1. We want to show you how to get rich. And then when you get that money, get that money invested.
But if you can't invest it, if you ain't getting it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you're spending it, you can't invest it. So like, we're in the digital space, digital education space. Like, I had a friend of mine, a friend of ours generated, I think like $400,000 last year, like on Black Friday. And I was like, yo, like, that's dope. For one, it's dope for them. But like on the other side, it's like, yo, if you just decide to switch the side of the equation you want, you can get rich on Black Friday. Now, it don't have to be $400,000. It can be $4,000 or $40,000 or $400,000, whatever you want. But I want to give you all the thought that instead of spending money on Black Friday, you can start making money on Black Friday. So we can talk about like the ways in which the we do it, the way people we know do it, and how you can instead of spend money on Black Friday, start making money on Black Friday. So one of the things you have to do, which you should be doing well in advance, is you should be building what we call your list, right? Now, like, what is your list, right? That is the list of people who phone numbers and emails you have access to, right? Mm-hmm. Because the bigger your list is, the bigger the more vast amount of people you can let know about your offer, which we'll talk about later. But you need to be building your list of people. Now, how do you build a list? There's a few ways you can build a list. One of my favorite ways is just if the months leading up to Black Friday or the weeks leading up to Black Friday, you just give away something for free, right? Mm-hmm. Give away a freebie, and in exchange for your freebie, you get their name, email address, and phone number. Mm-hmm. That's it. Get their name, email address, and phone number. And the crazy part is that so many of us, we have stuff on our computer right now that we don't think is that valuable, but it's so valuable to somebody else. Like if you don't create if I don't know how to create content and you have a content framework on how to create content Monday through Friday, and you got this sitting in your computer document somewhere, that's a freebie you could be giving away. But you want to give away a freebie in exchange for somebody's name, phone number, and email address. This will help you build your list and create fans of people.
And hey guys, for my overthinkers, here's a freebie. Google Doc, free. Okay. Download to PDF, free. Canva cover, free. Combine, there's a tool called Google it, like PDF Combiner or something, free. And if you want to spend $10, if you really want to get lofty, you can get somebody on Fiverr to like put it all together, whatever the case may be, right? So let's not overthink it. Like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Checklists, right? Like, there's so many little things that you can do, right? That you don't realize. Like, convenience is a tax on the lazy. It's a tax that I willingly pay in many scenarios, right? So just because like all you have to do is put something together that's easier, right, for someone to just get it from you than whatever process they would ordinarily have to go through to get it, and you can charge for it. Bada bing, you're in business. You like to travel, right? You like to travel. Normally, you just texting people the best recommendations on where to travel. Guess what? If you put them recommendations on a Google Doc and save it and download it and charge $9.99, $19.99, whatever, right? You now can sell it. Hey, actually, yeah, I just like people ask this question all the time, so I just decided to put in a little e-guide. It's 25. You think people not going for that? You think people not going for that, right? The convenience, right? They know the convenience of being able to look in that document is going to be way more valuable than them spending 2 hours erroneously scrolling, trying to figure out the top restaurants in Jamaica, the top hotels in Jamaica, the top excursions in Jamaica. Like, I hope there's a lot of y'all like to travel. I hope somebody that travels all the time right now, and all you do is spend money on travel and take your little pictures with your little angle on the internet. I hope my travelers are listening. I just gave you a hack. Okay. Yep. You already did it. And bundle it up.
And with ChatGPT, there's no excuse, right? Like, it's just like you literally can say, give me the top 30 places that a young single male should be traveling to meet women, right? Do you have a list of the 30 best places you got a chance for single men to hook up with single women? And now you have a free guide, the 30 best places for you to travel if you want to hook up, if you're single and want to hook up with women. You know, like dudes like trying to click on that to get, now you get all these dudes' name, email, and phone number, right? So you're like you create a freebie. In exchange for a freebie, you get a name, email, phone number. Easy enough. Now you're building your list. Whether it's 100 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, whatever. Now you're building your list. Post the link on Facebook, on Instagram, on Quora. Go find where your avatar is and drop your freebie there. Go find a Facebook group of a whole bunch of single men and go drop that link in the Facebook group and watch all these leads. The Facebook group got 10,000 people in there. Drop that link, get all those leads, right? So you want to building up your list. That's number one. The second thing you want to do is you need something now to sell on Black Friday. So you need to create an offer, right? So like in this digital space, it's really simple on how to create offers. I don't know. I don't want to go too deep on it, but like, think of what is the biggest challenge that your avatar is currently facing, right? And create so you give a guide away for the freebie, but now you can create an ebook going into more detail, or a mini course going into more detail about whatever you said before. So my example, the 30 best countries to travel to hook up with girls. Now you want to give.
Say you're a passport, bro, without saying you're a passport, bro.
I mean, I do live in Colombia, so that's fair enough. But anyway, this is my example. You go with your example, okay? It's
all the examples he could have chosen.
It's crazy how you speak on your reality thing, right? But anyway, now you come up with the 30 best pickup lines to you, like, whatever. Now you got an ebook with the 30 best pickup lines for guys to use when they're meeting women, and then the 30 best restaurant, whatever. Now you have now you have a product to sell. Now you have an offer to sell on Black Friday, right? Now, GA, here's what most people don't do or think about, and this is how our friends made that $400,000 on November 1st or early November. Jack your prices up. So at a month before Black, and like let's not feel bad about this. Macy's does this. All of the clothing stores, they do this before Black Friday and Christmas. They increase their prices a month before the sale. just long enough for you to get used to that new price, right? So if you plan to sell this product or service for $50, make it 100, make it 125, right? And then put it on your website, put it whatever, so that people get used to seeing this, whatever, this offer at a higher price, because obviously on Black Friday, we're going to slash the price. But literally, bro, I remember when I was looking at it, I was doing research for this news segment I was on, and 70% of retail stores increase prices in October and November just so they can make sales on Black Friday and Christmas.
Hey, aren't you tired of buying courses in those emotional states when you want to get a result, but then you actually don't do anything with the course? Do you know on average, the completion rate for a course is about 2%? But here's the thing, it's not entirely your fault. The problem is you buy the course, but you don't have access to the source who actually created it.
See, that's why we're doing something different. With the Millionaire Club, you're not just going to get access to courses. You'll get access to the people who created it so you can get your questions answered. Because it's not just about learning, it's about taking that information so you can start earning. So the Millionaire Club is going to give you access to courses, but not just that. It's an entire university of information. We have financial flicks. We have hundreds of previous recordings. But more than that, y'all, we have an amazing community of people just like you who are trying to become a first-generation millionaire. So like GA said, like, you can survive without community, but you can't thrive without community. So this is the place you need to be, right?
100%, because here's the thing. If it was just about information, we'd all be billionaires with six packs. So that's why every single Monday, we're going to set the tone for your week with Melanin Millionaire Mondays, where our entire community is going to meet up. The energy is going to be high. We're going to set the intention for what we're going to execute on so we can move the needle forward, and Carter and I and the rest of our team can keep you accountable.
So that's enough information. You see the rest in the club. All you got to do, click the link below, sign up, and start your journey to your first millionaire year. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Crazy. So my thing is, why not get on the right side of how things work?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the second thing you want to do is you want to make an offer, and in my opinion, you want to make the offer higher than you're going to sell it for on Black Friday. GA, anything you want to add there?
No, I just think it's consumer behavior 101. I think it makes so much sense. And I think especially if you're packaging up your intellectual property, which we advocate for, because it's a low lift, right? You already have the intellect, and guess what? You have unlimited inventory when it's a digital product. It ain't like, okay, man, I can only buy so many shirts, you know what I'm saying, based upon my budget. You have unlimited inventory when it's a digital offer, right? Now we're gonna get into like the psychology of marketing, but now you might be marketing this offer like, hey, we have a limited supply at this price point, but like I know, the inventory in itself is unlimited, right? So yeah, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. That's all I gotta add for that point.
Okay, yeah. So step number 3 is to, I always recommend like 7-day launch strategies for like whatever you're trying to do. Because if I made one of the biggest mistakes on my first digital product launch, I didn't tell anybody I was launching something, and therefore nobody cared when I actually launched the thing. So I bet this draw, like, oh, it's here. Like, bro, what's here? Like, I'm like, oh, the product that I was spending 2 months creating for y'all, and nobody cared. So I recommend you do a 7-day launch strategy, a 7-day launch campaign, where for 7 days leading up to Black Friday, you're going to get the people excited and build anticipation about your offer, right? So this could be a 7-day email sequence, a 7-day text sequence. And what I love to do to make it super valuable and make sure your open rate is super high, I like to do value-driven anticipation email. So give a bit of value, remind them that 7 days, and then you're dropping this crazy new offer at a crazy low price. 6 days out, give another piece of value. Remember, my new 30 steps to my 30 best pickup lines ebook is coming. 5 days away, you're gonna get it for 90% off, right? You keep doing this, so you're building up anticipation, and you're adding value to the people in those emails so that they believe that you're a person that can help them, right? You don't just want to keep reminding them about your product. You want to give them value leading up to your product's drop, so they're like, okay, this helped me, this helped me, this helped me day 5, this helped me day 4, this helped me. So when the product drops, if he's helped me with these emails, he's definitely gonna be able to help me when the product actually drops. So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
And only thing I will add to that is we always hear this quote, you say you can't, don't lead them to the, what is the quote? Don't lead them to the water.
Don't lead a horse to water, nor make it drink. Just make it thirsty.
Make it thirsty, right? So one of the ways you can do that is remember, like, what you're going to launch. They don't necessarily know what you're going to launch until you decide to launch it. So start thinking about value-driven content leading up to, right, you announcing that you have this product, to where like people are already asking for a product that they don't know exists yet, right? So you're already giving value-driven content. Like, bro, like, for example, let's take Carter, for example, right? Let's say that Carter's giving out like these tax gems on the internet, right? And people are like, yo, bro, you should put this in an ebook. Or yo, bro, you got to drop a course. Because one thing that the mistake that people make when they create digital products, right, is they think that, well, if I give away all this information for free, what am I going to sell? The thing is this. All right, number one, what you got to realize is Instagram, if you didn't know, spoiler alert, they're not showing your content to everybody anyway, first and foremost, right? You are just leaving breadcrumbs. Okay, so they're not going to be able to piece all those there's very few people who's going to piece all those breadcrumbs together for the stuff that you put in the course. You might have gave away 80% of it, and then what you're selling, there might be 20% of that you left for the ebook or the course or whatever. Do you think you're going to have anybody that says, man, I could have just been watching your Instagram videos? No, right? Because you took the time to structure it and package it in a convenient way. Like I told you before, convenience is a tax on the lazy. So start dropping the content that you would charge for, right, for free on the front end, because that is the best way to help somebody, is to help them. So start dropping that content online. Make sure you put valuable content in the freebie. Don't try to just give them some BS, because it's almost like this. If I go to Costco and when they give me a sample of the product, do they give me some off-brand example of the set? No, they give me a sample of the actual product. And if it's good enough and I want more, I'm going to go buy the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's all around us, but like Costco are not giving you some weirdo sample. They're giving you the actual product, just not the whole package. So remember that when you think about your content strategy.
What is that saying, GA, that you be saying that your uncle told you? You said when it comes to meeting a new woman, like,
the sun shines brightest early in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
like,
free content is bad. You think they're gonna buy your paid stuff? Nah, like, bro, this is terrible. Right? Like, if you go to the middle of the mall and get that teriyaki chicken with the goddamn toothpick in it,
bro,
and it's trash.
Bro, did I tell you the story? Not to go off topic, but I did one of those in a mall. It was one of them Auntie Anne. They had like the samples, bro, and I don't know how long the samples have been out, but bro, they wasn't fresh. So I grab a sample, bite into it, bro. This tooth is missing because of that Auntie Anne sample. This tooth right here.
Look at Auntie Anne's the same.
Bro, I've never eaten at Auntie Anne's again. This happened when I was 18 years old. I bit into that sample, bro. It cracked my tooth, and I've never eaten at Auntie Anne's again, which is a perfect example. Like, all I need, if that sample was bad, I know nothing behind that counter I should be having.
That's a fact. Yeah,
which is crazy.
That is quintessential. Like, first impressions are everything, right? So it's like, the sun shines brightest early in the morning. You know, as a matter of fact, to tell you what he really told me, he said, "Look," he said, "Son," he said, "Nephew," he said, "if she's skinny now, she gonna be thick later. If she thick now, she gonna be fat later. If she fat now, why are you even talking to her?"
Lord,
don't cancel me. My uncle said that. Okay, I was like, yo, but is he wrong? Y'all
wise words from a decent man. Since I don't know if this is the right place for you, let me know. But like, one of the things we've been trying to do in the show is the reach of the week, right? Trying to be consistent with that reach of the week. Now, just speaking on women and dating, a list came out of restaurants that women said they refused to go to on the first date. Right? And like the list wasn't McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's. It was like Cheesecake Factory, right? Like in other like places that like it's a restaurant, right?
Right.
So like, I feel like that's just women that are like that reach so hard. And here's the reality. Here's what's gonna happen. You gonna miss your blessing trying to be thirsty too early, right? Like you gonna miss your blessing trying to be thirsty too early. Because here's the reality. A super wealthy dude that doesn't want that, a super wealthy dude that's actually trying to wife you is not gonna take you on an expensive date the first time. Now, if he's new to money, he gonna ball out. But you don't want new money. You want long lasting. I've been here before money, right? A super wealthy dude on the first date, if he likes you and he's more than just trying to smash, he's gonna take you on a simple date because he's trying to cut the gold diggers out early. So I'm gonna hit you with the walk in the park, right?
Right.
Go for a walk in the park. If you say, "Oh, I don't do walk in the parks on my first dates," congratulations, you just played yourself. Yeah. So like,
I got a theory on that too. Like, and it's a broader theory on just the internet culture in general. My theory is this: the women who came up with that list are single, right? So here's the thing. Here's what I think. I think the women came up with that list as a defense mechanism to validate their singleness, right? Well, you got all these theories on where men should take women, blah, blah, blah. Why you know so much about relationships? Why are you single? Because I got standards. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool story. I'm just saying, most of the people I notice in relationships is happy when you actually like the person. Where you go don't matter. Right now, again, we're not taking people to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I get that because I don't even eat McDonald's. But my point is, you shouldn't expect someone to take you to a 5-star restaurant off of just the first meeting for no reason, right? If that is the prerequisite, then something ain't right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, and I'll just stop my tangent here, but my whole thing is this. I think the internet would be much better off if people talked about things they actually had a successful track record in. And that's in every lane, right?
Preach.
Like, stay out of the conversation if you don't got proven success in it. Why? That goes for the dudes too. Like, why you got the relationship podcast on like how when masculinity and femininity and blah, 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 50-50, and you not in a successful relationship right now? Like, I understand it being like maybe coming up in a topic of conversation, but how is that the core of your podcast and you not in a successful relationship yourself? How you got a podcast about money and building wealth and starting a business and you ain't got a business that's successful yourself?
Hey, like they reaching for podcasts. They reaching. This is how you know. They talk about they making money in their business, but they reaching for the Patreon because they ain't got no money in their business. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we done did this Y'all tell me, especially YouTube. I think on the audio version, like because the platform we use, they started inserting a little bit of like ads in there, here and there. But y'all, from our loyal Melanin Money followers, right, who've been watching the show from the beginning, OGs, how many times so far have we pitched y'all on any type of anything on our show, right, outside of our core business proposition that we would love for y'all to join, like the Melanin Millionaires Club or the events that we have, right? We're not beating y'all in the head with why? Because we got real businesses offline. If we didn't make $1 ever from the podcast, now don't get it twisted. You know, it takes money to increase the production value. We do plan and we are making money from the podcast, but if we didn't want to, we would be okay. Can your favorite podcaster say that? I don't know. Right? But it's important to understand that you need to be listening to people who have actually really done it. The reason why we can break down business concepts, how to get rich on Black Friday to bring it back home, is because we actually have real businesses. It's that simple. It ain't revolutionary. Be doing whatever it is that you're talking about online. If not, stay out of the way.
Period. That's why I don't give relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? So Do me a favor, y'all. Leave a comment on this video, or please leave a review and let us know if y'all want us to keep doing the reach of the weeks. I love it, and I want to because I feel like there's just dope tangents to go on. Because that so let us know in the comments and reviews if y'all want us to keep doing the reach of the week. Just to bring some more fun to the podcast. And we talk about business, but we also want to give y'all our opinion on like real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you disagree or agree with that list, like. You can let us know too, but I'll stay out because that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so step 4 in becoming rich on Black Friday is you have to the night before Black Friday, right? Because here's the thing: you have first mover advantage, right? You want to get people to spend their money with you before they go spend money other places. Like if you notice, bro, the Black Friday sales are starting to cut earlier and earlier and earlier. Somebody hit me on a Wednesday. I'm like, yo, it ain't even Thanksgiving yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So one thing I recommend you all do is you actually launch before Black Friday, right? Hit your audience with the early bird Black Friday special email and text and sell on Thursday morning, right? I want to get the people's money before they're going to spend it at Target, Walmart, Best Buy. Pay me first, then go there. You know what I'm saying? So launch it before Black Friday to get them to spend money with you first. And then now you have Thursday to make your sale and you have Friday to make your sale, right? Now, here's what's next level, which most people don't do, right? Because if it's one thing we know about human behavior, people are lazy, right? People are lazy and they are last minute. So you launch your sale on Thursday, you launch your sale on Friday, and then on Saturday, you can send out an email saying, "Oh, thank you so much. We're sold out of our product. We appreciate you all for jumping in or whatever, doing your thing." And then so you give them a day and make them feel like they missed out. And then what you can do is on Sunday, you hit them with or I would even probably let it rest the day. I would hit them Saturday evening. Like, oh my God, we just decided to open up 10 more spots because blah, 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 blah. And now you have those people who thought they missed out. Oh, I got to get it now. I got to get it now. And y'all, I'm only telling y'all this. Not only has it worked for me in my business, it's worked against me in real life. Right? The cart closed for the new Xbox. I'm hot. We got 10 more. I'm bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what the price is. So it works. It gets me and it works for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that, that's the strategy. So you want to launch a day early. You want to do it on Black Friday. Then you want to do a closed cart email. And then you want to do a, oh my God, cart is reopened email. Run that sale on Saturday and then run that sale on Sunday. And if you want to get real gangster, you can reopen it for Cyber Monday. But now you just turn a 1-day sale into a 5-day sale. So if you sold $2,000 in a day, now you can make $10,000, right? Because you extended the sale over 5 days. So that is my 2 cents on how to successfully launch and make a lot of money on Black Friday and how to help a lot of people, because your product or service better be good, because if it's not, it's the last Black Friday you're gonna be making some money. Period.
Big facts. Like, I don't think people realize how underrated of a business strategy it is to just have a good product, right? Like, I know that sounds like silly, but people be trying to like do all this fancy stuff and all this trickery and like throw the kitchen sink at this and hope somebody out. Just make it good. How many hole in the wall restaurants have y'all been to that y'all don't care nothing about the ambiance because the food is fire?
Bro, I almost went back to that restaurant without you. When I was in Atlanta, G, like I drove past it.
Good.
My Uber drove past. I'm like, oh, there you go.
And it was so good because it's like we almost didn't find it. We like, man, like, so so we almost didn't find it. Then we finally found a restaurant, and it was
hole in the wall,
fire, and it was cheap. And is that when you took your first?
Yeah, I was about to say, you know how I know it was cheap, because I had to pay for it. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Because bro, I don't know if we was hungry or what, but we had got like 3 drinks apiece, and they were smaller cups. Like
3 drinks,
piece,
2 appetizers, 2 3 appetizers, 2 main. Yeah, it was like $80, bro. That which is insane.
That's a go-to.
Yeah,
that's a go-to. Like, you can't tell nobody about that. That's like the low key spot. But if you would have went, I would have been sick.
Yeah.
If you went there without me.
Yeah, I ain't go. But like you're saying, the hole in the wall, like it's good though, right? Like your packaging don't got to be all that. Just make sure the product or service is good. Now, here's a bonus. Here's a bonus. Now, take everything I ran with. Y'all can at least make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $10,000, right? Depending on how big your list is, depending on how big your following is. If you want to,
I know you better steal what my bonus is gonna be. But go ahead.
No, well, go ahead. Do your thing. I've been talking too much.
I want to see if I'm right. I want to see if I'm right. Go ahead.
We know each other, bro. Like you're right. Trust me. So if you want to take that 10,000 to potentially 20 or 30 or 40,000, instead of just selling the standalone product, if you put this product inside of a funnel, you will be able to at least 3 to 4x whatever amount of money you were going to make. Now, we don't have time to go into the funnel creation. We've done it in previous episodes, but basically, have we broken down like the funnel?
I know you did it in a class. I'm curious. Maybe we have. I don't know.
Maybe we have. Okay, well, I mean, like,
so do it today, no matter how you slice it. But I'm just curious if we done, because if we haven't, then we can do it. We can do it again. We can do it.
Well, yeah, we could do another full episode about it. Yeah. So basically, y'all, in a nutshell, after they buy the first product, sell them something else, right? Like my mentor tells me, he said, Carter, when's the best time to sell a customer something? Right after they just bought something else, right? So after they buy your first product for whatever, $29, $39, $49, $100, whatever the sale is, sell them something else directly after. Like the next page, before they even get their product to check out, sell them something. So right after they check out, before they get their product or service, sell them something else. And then after they say yes and no to that, sell them something else again, right? If you put 3 products into this funnel and 50% of people take the 3 products, you just 3, 4x whatever amount of money you were going to make, right? And this is how, like, again, it's been happening to us all the time. When you go to the grocery store and you about to check out, that pack of gum, that Kit Kat, that Snickers, that magazine that's right at the counter, you ain't come for that, fam, but you bought it anyway because it was right before you bought it, right when you were in buying mode. So get on it. Like the summary of this, huh?
What Kenny calls that?
What?
He calls it upsell hell.
Upsell hell at the register?
Yeah. There's nothing at that register you were thinking about buying when you walked into that grocery store.
Nobody came to the restaurant to buy anything at that stand, bro. Like they do it on purpose because this is stuff that wouldn't sell unless it was right in front of your face. So, like the bigger philosophy, the moral of this podcast is get on the right side of how things work. That's it. If you do that, because it works. Right? Just get on the right side of it. Don't try to fight the law and nature of this world. Just get on the right side of how things work.
That actually like a dope shirt, right? Like get on the right side, ... And on the back, it's like a line in the middle, and it's like one side consumer, other side creator. Like the opposite of each one, like a spender, investor, like, and it's like get on the right side. Yeah.
That would be.
See, I'm a creator. So we can create it. You know what I'm saying? We can create it. But y'all go make some money on Black Friday and let us know in the comments who ran at least one. Because you're not going to run. I know you're not going to run all of them, and that's okay. But let us know at least which one of these gyms that you picked up that you're going to implement as a part of your Black Friday campaign. And hear me clearly. I don't want to hear none of that BS around, well, if I would have knew about this in May, I might. Listen. When Carter Gate told me to play on the birthday bundle, my birthday was, which would do.
Oh yeah, bro. I was really fucking proud of you when you did that, bro. Because I was like, bro, because I thought you called me 4 days before your birthday. I'm like, bro, he about to waste my time. Yeah.
4 days before, my son was in that I'm not sleeping at all phase, and I still got it done. Right. So listen, implement whatever you learn, whatever you can implement today. Implement that, and it will improve whatever you were going to do. Okay, Let us know what you did. As always, like, subscribe, and share this episode. But if you don't got nothing to sell on Black Friday, then share it with your friend who's gonna sell something. But just make sure that somebody sells something to somebody on Black Friday, and let us know how much money you make so you can take us to lunch. And we might take you out to that spot in ATL, you know what I'm saying, if y'all act right. All right. Until next time, y'all. Peace.